Well guys, we have ourselves a bit of a unboxing here. This one here is of my new wireless router. After whatever it's been here, 7-8 years, my old router finally kicked the bucket, was giving me trouble, and starting to make weird noises, so I decided, well, to switch her out before it caused bigger issues. Well, of course, technology has changed in the last few years. There's new routers out. The old routers seem to be gone. I can't seem to find even the similar brand to what I used to have. So this one here, like I said, is a D-Link brand N750 dual band router. So basically, as you can tell, it's in a completely sealed package, hasn't even been opened yet. This will be the first time that I've had a chance to look at it myself with you. Just taking a travel around the box here, you have the list of features at the back here. You have 4 gigabyte LAN ports here for plugging in your computers, laptops, other wireless, other electronic devices, you know, your hard drives and stuff like that. You have your main internet port here where the signal comes in. You have an you have a USB port here for USB things like printers or hard drives or whatever's. And of course you have your power port here and a reset button here. So guys, of course, we'll give a tear into her here and see what she looks like. And what better to tear into a box than with a large knife? If you're going to do it, you might as well do it with overkill. So we'll tear off the plastic here. Give her a nice little open up. Sliding out the tray, of course. Come across the start here, kind of like the owner's manual type guide. You have yourself the starter disc, software disc, whatever you want to call her here. You have the router itself wrapped in plastic. Got yourself a Ethernet cable, one of many that I have in my collection already. You have the 3 antennas. Even comes with a handy dandy little stand just in case you want to have it stand alone on your desktop instead of mounting it somewhere. You have your mount screws here to mount it onto your desk or onto a wall or wherever you want to mount her. Failing that, you have 4 little rubber feet that you mount on the bottom of the router for desktop use. And of course your great big nasty power supply itself. The model number of the power supply is CG24112-B. She's looking like she is a 1 watt power supply. So of course, having a closer look at the router in a sealed package, of course. Sliding it on out of the package. Taking a tour of it here. It's got a nice orange sticker here over the Ethernet ports here to prevent you from hooking it up without installing the, software wizard yet. Of course, you have your on-off switch here. You have your reset switch. You have your power supply and your 3 ports for the antennas. You have your main internet feed, as well as your USB in, like I mentioned, for your printers and devices like that. And of course, your antennas, they just thread onto here, and that's what transmits your wireless signal all over your house or over your area you want to broadcast to. My old one, I could probably be 50 to 75 feet away from the house, and I could still get quite a very decent signal. I've never tried on the old one to get a range test to see how far I could go before the signal would drop. because, well, I never really leave my yard much on computer use. So let's go and hook this baby up, and yeah, we'll see how she goes. Okay guys, so here we go. I guess you could call this part 2 of the video. The first part, of course, was the unboxing of the rotor. This part here is the installation and hookup of said rotor. So basically you need to be connected to the internet for this to work. So make sure your modem is working, make sure your old wireless router is working, or etc. If your old wireless router is not working, then just hardwire your laptop or computer through your modem to the internet. So of course we'll start by throwing the software disk into the computer here, get it all booted up and running, and then we'll take it from there. And of course, up on the screen pops this little box that basically says BD-ROM drive E and then DIR-835, and that's basically the software for the router. And it says run auto run XD. Basically it's asking you for permission to run it. So you click on it, and then gotta select your language, and it gives you the option of English and French. Now you got various other menus on your left hand side here, but basically we want to install the router. So we'll hit the great big install button right here. And you got all your licensing agreement and everything like that, basically. Just like every other piece of software you're going to install on your system over the years. If you agree, click agree. If you disagree, click disagree. And now this is the big one here that wants to know if you allow it to make the big changes to the hard drive on your system. So you click yes, and basically away she goes. So of course the next one here allows you to choose language again. Now of course the options go from English through Spanish, Korean, basically probably a good cross-reference of languages, so I'm sure you could find one here that you understand if you don't speak English or French. So once you've selected your language, click next, and it's checking the network connection to make sure we have internet connectivity. Once it's done that, click next again. Now you can remove the sticker off your brand new router, just like it's showing you there in the display. So once you've removed the sticker off your router, we'll click next. So basically step 1 through 6 is right here. First you gotta turn off or unplug your cable or DSL modem. So once you've done that, click on, of course, the next button. And then you unplug your hard line from your computer. That runs to your modem, of course. Plug it into the router itself. Now, so far what I'm seeing here is simple step-by-step installation instructions. So you basically follow the fancy colorful pictures, and then away she goes. Okay, so once you got your desktop plugged into your router, again with the next button. Now it says to connect the power supply from your plug-in to the router itself. So of course this is kind of the time of where the whole practice of keeping your work area, workspace neat and tidy, where that comes in handy, right? You know, keeping your cords neat and tidy, keeping all your well, general workspace neat and tidy, then that way when you got to run a cord, it's not a huge fiasco, you know, huge disaster or anything like that. So I'll get this run, and then we'll cut back to the menu. Okay, so now we got our cord run. The rotor is now powered up. You should see a green light or so on the front. We'll hit the next button. And of course, being she's plugged in, it is configuring the rotor. Okay, so now that she is all configured and all that, take the blue cable provided or any other Ethernet cable you have, preferably a decent quality one, not one of the ones you get from a discount store, and connect it from the wireless router into the modem, just like shown in the diagram. So after you've done that, we'll click on the old next button, and away she goes. So it says reconnect the power supply to your cable or DSL modem. It says wait at least 30 seconds for the modem to start up before continuing. Now it depends on the brand of modem you have. Some of them have a simple unplug it from the back, just like shown in the photo here. Other ones are you gotta find out where the outlet is and unplug it from there. So we'll plug our modem in and continue on. So once she's plugged in, like we have to do here, wait ourselves 30 seconds for it to basically get going. Okay, so once the modem's online, hit the good old next button. So now of course it's configuring the router again. During this process you may see several warnings saying a network cable is unplugged. Just please ignore them, of course, because, well, it's just doing all its stuff. So right here is where you enter a password for your router. Now, of course, the more complex the password, the less the chances you have of being hacked from outside sources, whether it's neighbors trying to get your Wi-Fi connection or people trying to trying to get other information from there. So I'll enter my password, and then we'll go from there. So once you've got your password in, click next. Goes to another screen that says enable advanced DNS services. Advanced domain name system DNS enhances your web performance by getting the information and web pages you're looking for faster and more reliability. In addition, it improves your overall internet experience by correcting many common typos, automatically making your experience, of course, more better. So click next to continue. And it says, of course, give your data network a name. So whatever your name you want to do, if you want to use your own personal name, if this is a business router, if you're like me, have a YouTube channel, this is kind of a way to differentiate your YouTube system over your home system, stuff like that. So of course we'll enter that and then get her done. So of course, after you have your system names there entered, hit next again. It goes to another screen. It says select your network security strength. No security, which is kind of what's not recommended unless you're on like an open network. We'll say like a coffee shop. You know how like your favorite coffee shop, it's like how your favorite coffee shop gives you free Wi-Fi. Well, this is probably the same type of concept as what they run. So we want to have decent security, so hit the most secure. And of course it gives you a randomly generated security key. You can use this one, or again you can make your own. So after you've chosen your secret password, after you've hit next, the D-Link quick router setup will automatically optimize channel bandwidth to increase speed of your router. If you do not want this feature, then unselect the checkbox. So of course, if you want faster speeds and all that good stuff, leave the box checked and hit next. So of course, right here it gives you your kind of next screen here where you confirm your settings and all that, your router password, your data network names, your network security type, and of course your security keys. So basically what you want to do is write all these down so you don't forget them. If you happen to forget them, there's a box down here where this will automatically save these settings in a text file on your desktop. So hopefully everything works good, and we got it here. So we'll hit next. And now she's verifying router settings. And again, of course, during this process you may see several warnings saying your network cable is unplugged and all that good stuff. Just ignore them. It's just doing its thing. Okay, so after it's done its thing there, as you see here, it's all nice and green. It says congratulations, your router has been configured. So you hit finish. You connect your network, if this is a home network, work network, public network. And there you go. Hit close. Basically, that's just the original menu. We can pop the disk out of the computer and that'll go away. So you can go over to your wireless connectivity on your wireless devices, and basically now you're ready to connect any type of laptop, iPad, any other wireless device to your home network. Well guys, that's pretty much been the unboxing and kind of first look, as well as operations and installation of a D-Link DIR-835 wireless router. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.